marketing perspective, I think it's really smart to put a bar inside of a store. Yeah. I'm like, you guys will probably get me.
Opportunity to bring technology and physical spaces and psychology and things and people together to make people not only love shopping more but have better lives is just so cool. Who's going to push the envelope if we don't?
Okay, Living Retail Lab. Ponce City Market on the Beltline, Atlanta, Georgia. Our client, Citizen Supply, Maker's Market. And then our challenge is the new bar and lounge.
Yep.
There really wasn't a whole lot of strategy for, all right, how are we going to get existing customers and existing shoppers in Citizen Supply to come over and sit at the bar and have a drink and have a snack?
It's really about how do we move the needle? How do we connect with these people coming into his store and get them to think about something they really didn't come in thinking about, right? We have got to all come together to show them that with our strategy, with our creative chops, with our technology, we can move the needle. And so if we go back to the whole role of a sign, it's to tell people what to do, right? It's up to us to figure out what content is gonna get them to say, ooh, I gotta have one of those and sit down. How do we help them understand there's something you need to stop and pay attention to?
I think the signage is going to be key. Right now he's using pegboards, and he said it takes a couple hours to change those pegboards out, so that's not very efficient for him.
We're going to approach this kind of the same way that we did with the retail, which is this. We're going to experiment with it until we really feel like we're getting everything we can out of it. Like, how can we keep it simple, but also on the cheaper end? So the letterboards are letting us be flexible. So since we change things on the menu so much, we do the letterboard. However, it's a huge pain. It's a several hour thing to change those over.
So we're going to go from those old pegboards to this new NEC Alp solution, which includes the digital display that are going to include menu boards and some pretty cool images and visuals, but also being able to have the camera on there to understand what the demographics are of the people who are looking at it.
I'm the beverage director at Likewise. I write the beverage menu, create the cocktails, bring in the wine and the beer, educate the staff, everything beverage related. This was just another way to add food and beverage to the shopping experience. In the beginning, we've been wanting more traffic on the earlier parts of like weekdays, like basically Monday through Wednesday. There's a lot of potential. After work, happy hour, hangout. We want to hit the lunch crowd. There's so many offices here, there's residents here.
I mean, what draws me into the bar immediately is that it's very open, it's very spacey, it's not cluttered full of things.
As an ex-chef, the things I like is I don't see a bunch of store-bought things sitting behind the counter.
Yeah, I think the food is a lot of great shareable things, which makes a little fun like shopping break whenever you're in Ponce City Market especially. I do love all the vintage glassware too. That's a nice touch. Get a couple cocktails and you just start buying things that you might not normally.
Confessions of a shopaholic.
Yeah, there you go.
I think this is a great space. I really like the idea of it, and like from a marketing perspective, I think it's really smart to put a bar inside of a store. Yeah. I'm like, you guys will probably get me.
And part of the challenge is they're at Ponce City Market, which has tons of bars, tons of restaurants. So how do we get people who are maybe used to going to Holman and Finch to get a burger to come here and get a snack or a drink?
There's so many cool things. I walk upstairs to see what's upstairs.
Yep, there's a store here, there's a store here, there's a store here.
Yep. And I see this big sign for Citizen Supply.
Right.
And I'm curious.
Yep, so there's an entrance here, there's an entrance here. So this is a walkway around Ponce City Market, and they're at the end. It's a big 12,000 square foot area, Maker's Market at the end, and a fair amount of people are walking this way right off the belt line. So they're upstairs and they're walking this way before they, want to go downstairs or go anywhere else.
See this great big store.
And they see this massive store with this huge entrance, and what is the perfect line of sight from this entrance inside Citizen Supply? It's right there, right at the front of the Likewise bar.
So that's a bullseye. If we put a digital sign there, right now I'm not seeing anything because it's just kind of a static pegboard.
Yeah.
But if I'm able to take advantage of putting something with, like, back to our golden rules for content, high contrast, moving, kind of acts like a beacon, am I going to be able to further pique interest to see, oh wow, what's in there? I see movement, there's something going on. With digital, we've seen the numbers 70% more noticeability, particularly with movement.
Exactly. So not only can this sign help the shoppers that are already in Citizen come over and notice what's at the bar, but it can also help all the way out here when somebody's entering from the Beltline, they're walking down Ponce City Market, and they come across Citizen Supply, they see there's a huge sightline right there to that digital. So if they see something moving, something animating there that's interesting, they may then convert into Citizens.
So we're going to pull them from 100 feet to 10 feet, right? And at 10 feet, as that's, again, golden rule, it has to be readable.
Yeah, that's what's nice about digital. Digital can be a billboard, so when you're 100 feet away, you can still see something. Then as you get closer, there could be other things, fonts and other images that are giving you more and more information as you get closer to the sign itself.
What kind of content gives people the most motivation to look, care, sit, buy, linger, and come back?
So how are we going to measure this? The benchmarks would be how many people are actually visiting the bar, how much are they spending,
And maybe how many people come to the store in general so we can get to a conversion.
Yeah, I think that's where NEC's ALP program really fits in well, because not only does it give a great opportunity to have content that is cycled in and out depending on day part or even things like AI with like weather, but being able to understand and see how many people are in the area, how many people actually took notice of the sign.
Let's try this strategic approach, let's say heavy copy, with this creative as A, and against the same store, we'll put B up and see what's the difference between opportunity to see, how many looked, dwell, and how many sat down, how many purchased.
And our hypothesis is that digital is going to outperform static, and engaging digital is going to outperform basic digital. NEC ALP is a powerful business intelligence analytics platform for retailers that delivers real-time content and data measurement. For more information, visit necdisplay.com/ALP. Living Retail Lab is a production of High Street Collective, expanding the boundaries of brick and mortar.